Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel. And in today's video I'm going to give you some productivity hacks, not for straight A's but at least to get the best out of what you are doing. Try to teach whatever you have learned to someone else. If you cannot do this, just imagine that. Take a hypothetical scenario wherein you are teaching it to someone else. Let's take a concept of physics or chemistry or biology. Just take a concept and start teaching it to someone else on the paper. And when you start teaching it to someone else, you get a grip on that subject. You become better in that subject because that's what the teachers do. When they have to teach, they actually practice everything before teaching you. So if you can teach it to someone else, you can absolutely write about that in your examinations. You're getting me, right? Now, coming to the part where you ask me like how do we remember what we are studying, and examinations are just very close. So what you have to do is revise, revisit all the topics. Don't start new topics. It's not mandatory. If you will forget what you were studying earlier, if you will not be able to remember what you were studying earlier, there's no point in starting something new. So start revisiting the chapter, start revising everything what you have learned till now, start making mind maps for everything. You should have some mind maps on your notebooks, like create tables, trees, and whatever you can to make your mind remember that stuff. You will have to revisit it again and again and again. That is the only thing that is going to help you in this case. Coming to our last formula, which used to be TPN, which is to-do list, plan and prioritize, and then never postpone. TPN means to-do list, plan and prioritize, and never postpone. So this formula serves as a example, as an example to never postpone anything that you are starting, because when you start studying you will have to create to-do list. For that, every single day create a to-do list and go according to that plan, because every single day when you wake up you won't start doing something else, because you will know that I have goals and I have certain things in mind, criteria that I have to get done. Yes. Then you utilize mnemonics, if you know what it is. Mnemonics, and I will also mention one more thing, mind maps. Mnemonics is like you have read everything and you have learned things according to the words. If you have created, let's take an example, my very educated mother just served us noodles, so it can serve as the name of the planets. I'm taking a very simple example like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So I learned it like my very educated mother just served us noodles. So like this you will be able to remember a lot of formulas as well of chemistry and all of physics and stuff. Then my most important tip, my bonus tip, is just go through the past 10 years paper. It will be super beneficial, and if not 10 years, at least 5 years, because this is something that has always worked for me, whether I was in school or I was in college. Past year papers will be super beneficial for you, because they help you understand the curriculum. At the same time, they help you to make your mind that you will be able to attempt this much of examination already. When you sit in the exam, you will be able to attempt the paper thoughtfully. If the exam lasts for like 3 hours, so sit for 3 hours straight, have your water, have everything around you, and have a stopwatch, set the timer, and start giving the exam. And when you start giving examination, you will realize that you somehow you do not know a lot of answers, but you will be able to think out aloud on your in your mind, and then you will write it out. So this is the technique that worked for me, because every time before the exam I already had that feeling when I have given an exam. This exam was not to someone else but for myself. I used to do this for myself. So take your own exam, become your own invigilator and give your own exam, and then check that copy and don't look into the notebook again and again for answers. You can do that after the examination ends. So this will give you a realistic view of what you have learned till now, of what you know right now. So this is, like, I think super helpful if you know how to apply it and how to make it work. I think that's pretty much that I will suggest. I haven't written much about it. That's the only thing that I would suggest you. And yes, I won't suggest all these things like you should be awake all night to study and everything. I don't think so, because biologically we are all different. So if you study all night, you should also take sleep in the morning. 6 to 8 hours definitely sleep, and drink more water, eat healthy while in your examinations, because if you get sick towards the end of the day, all your preparation will go in vain. So don't worry about everything else and competition. Take care of yourself, because examination is not your life. Your life is more important, and your health is more important than any examination. Stay hydrated and eat healthy while you are giving an exam, and keep exercising and moving your body, because that makes us more sick than anything else. I've been through that. You have to actively recall whatever you have learned. Let's say you have solved something in mathematics, you have solved some with something formulas and all, you've learned that, you need to recall it. Let's say when you are sitting in the metro, or while you are traveling, or whatever you're doing, just try to recall what was it, and then when you're back home, you can just go and check that out. So that would be helpful for you, because if you keep on remembering and keep on thinking about it, it will somehow sit in your brain for a long time. Then coming to the conceptual part, wherein you study with concepts in mind, what you have to do is just go through the whole paragraph through and through, because whatever you're doing, let's say you're studying the first chapter and you haven't started the second chapter yet, but do whatever you're doing. If it's just the first chapter, do it your best way, because you never know from where you are going to get the questions and everything. So read it through and through and underline the stuff, because no matter how many times we emphasize on this, it is super important. If you've underlined it, you can just simply go and check that out anytime. And this technique, I think the last one, I think, no, not the last one. So this technique, when I say, you will have to stay organized. I have messed up so many times, because I have created notes and I just kept them somewhere, and I had to look for them for like hours. So have a very organized desk and organized notes. Keep them all at one place, and don't let anyone touch them. Keep them all at one place and keep studying from them, because it is coming from a person who has been through this experience. So yes, that was it. I hope it really helps you, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, and you can subscribe for more. Also, remember to take breaks and avoid any distractions or anything meanwhile you're studying, because it is very important. If you I hope these tips really helps you. All the very best. Take care of yourself and subscribe for more. Bye bye.